Just do it. A great slogan that really works for teenagers, but it's not how the world works, particularly when writing. You don't just do it if you are writing something that matters.
Having a system is better than just jumping in and trying to write in response to each assignment that comes up. Professionals of all sorts use systems to get results. As a student, one of your key systems is going to be the writing process. Whether you are studying English literature, chemistry, or philosophy, you are going to need to express yourself and do it in a very cogent way. If you happen to be studying English or are attending an American university, that cogent writing will need to be in academic English. And I think I can help you there.
Writing is not something we just do. It's a process. Process. Every language is made up of process. Whether you are speaking Ukrainian, Romanian, Russian, or English, you use a process to organize what you want to say and how you want to say it. Some processes are simple ones that we may do every day, but unless we do them right, the results can vary markedly. Who are you writing for? What is the topic? Why are you writing? What are you trying to make happen?
I'm Terry Doherty, and welcome to a series on the process for good writing. There's 6 key steps to take in order to be a successful writer at the university level and in your future endeavors. And I've listed them on my board right here. So first off, brainstorm the topic. This is an idea that originated with advertising types in New York City back in the 50s, that if a few bright people could get in a room and just throw ideas on the wall and put them in a pile, they could come up with new approaches to doing an advertising, which is just another form of communications. Well, you're going to spend much of your scholastic career and much of your professional career needing to brainstorm. So you might want to learn just what it is, because it's a great way for developing new ideas so that you have a different twist on what you're writing, so that not only does the professor give you an A, but your boss says, hey, this guy's pretty smart. Okay, so we'll learn how to brainstorm the topic. Then we're going to learn about writing a very rough draft. I have a very odd approach. You know, I'm an English teacher, but my bias is towards teaching English as a second language. But my feeling on rough drafts is they need to be very rough. You need to take that pile of ideas that you got in the brainstorm, pick out the best ones, and just make everything you can think of appear on the paper. Don't worry if it's 3 pages long, 4 pages long, and you're only trying to get to 1 page. That's okay, because you can always cut it back. It hurts, but you can do that. So the way to think about a very rough draft is that if you're flying over an island and you're looking down, you can see mountains, and you can see rivers, and you can see maybe even enough of the buildings to figure out what a city is, but you're not going to know how tall individual trees are, and it doesn't matter for what you're doing at that point. When you're doing a rough draft, you just want to get the major ideas out as quickly as you can. In fact, I will actually show you a trick for getting them out really quick in applications like Word. The next thing that we'll talk about is peer review. Peer review is basically getting a second set of eyes. What I have found after many years of writing is that I never trust what I write down in a hurry. I don't even trust what I write down after some consideration. I always get someone else to take a look at it, because there's something about your own writing that you fall in love with it. You overlook your mistakes. It's human nature. We're going to teach you how to defeat human nature and get to a good draft. We're going to talk about revising the draft. This is when you take that really crazy thing that you did at the very rough draft stage and turn it into something that you might want to sell, that you might want to sell to your teacher, that you might want to sell to your boss. Much of your life as a professional, whether you're going to be a teacher or some other type of professional, is going to be spent persuading people to do things. So you need to get good at it. So we'll work on revising the draft, cleaning it up. And this is where another peer piece comes in. Peers can be great editors for you because they will see that you used the wrong word, or that you maybe misspelled a word in such a way that word didn't catch it, or you just left out something that ought to be there. So they're going to help you spot mistakes, and they're also going to help you create questions in your mind about what needs to be done to make this thing perfect. And then finally, in part 6, we're going to look at proofing. We're going to come back, and then we're going to take some really close look at grammar, at ways to communicate, at ways not to just throw a word salad at your reader and hope that they will somehow read your intent. So this should be big fun. How do writers come up with good ideas for their essays, articles, reports, and stories? Part of the answer is that all successful writers follow a process that helps them complete their writing projects effectively and efficiently. One part of the writing process is the brainstorm, a method for generating ideas, then narrowing them down to the best ones to write about. Today, we take a look at how to brainstorm your topic.